We're good, thanks.
Okay, you ready, Paula? I'd like to call the meeting to order for December 12th, 2023. Would you please rise for a moment of silence? Thank you. Let's join in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call.
Trustee Sheets. Trustee Hunter. Here. Trustee Good.
Here. And visitors, do we have Hannah on there?
Not yet.
All right, next we will do the swearing in for trustee Sheets and our fiscal officer Wilkins. Okay, you want to go first? Okay, would you raise your right hand? I state your name.
Edward Sheets,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and will faithfully discharge the duties
and will faithfully discharge the duties
of trustee of Pleasant Township, Franklin County,
of trustee of Pleasant Township, Franklin County, Ohio,
State of Ohio, during my continuance in office.
during my continuance in office.
Congratulations. Paula? Would you raise your right hand? I state your name.
I, Paula Wilkins,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and will faithfully discharge the duties
and will faithfully discharge the duties
of fiscal officer of Pleasant Township, Franklin County, State of Ohio,
of fiscal officer of Pleasant Township, Franklin County, Ohio,
during my continuance in office.
during my continuance in office.
Congratulations. Okay. Do we send those?
I don't think we have to send them in anymore. Used to, but
Do we
yeah,
need
I'll double
notarized?
check with her, but last time I don't think we had to send them in. They just said we had to keep them on file.
Do they do need notarized? Probably notarized.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So we have no minutes to approve. I will make a motion to pay our expenditures. Do I have a second? Roll call?
Trustee Sheets, Trustee Hunter,
Yes.
and Trustee Good.
Yes.
And just as a notation, you'll see on the bills that Bronson, the one that we were going to cancel, I did send them a letter of cancellation, but for the past couple years, their billing has been all over the place. So I just received a bill from 1 month from last year in 2022. And then I received one for, I think it was September. And I went through and neither one of those were in the list of having been paid. So I did do a check for them. So that should bring us up to speed. They did send one for December, but I'm going to return that and tell them that that was canceled. So
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go on to departments. Deputy Adkins?
Good evening. Insurance report for November 12th through today, November 12th. Total of 272 calls for service. Total of 20 reports taken. Total of 15 citations or arrests. Some breakdowns, one burglary from a 2900 block of Norton Road. 17 traffic crashes, 38 medic runs, 3 thefts, and 17 suspicious persons or vehicles, with 1 overdose, 78 block at Harrisburg Pike. 42 traffic offenses and 2 motorcycle ATV bike complaints. Few of the calls note during that time was November 18th, Deputies responded to the 6800 block at Darling Boulevard and reported a suspicious vehicle. Responding deputies found the vehicle in the front yard of a residence. Upon investigation, the driver was found to be under the influence and was arrested. On November 30th, deputies responded to the shooting of the 5800 block at Harrisburg, Georgeville Lane. One person was injured, and one person's injuries was located. Initial reports indicated a possible accidental shooting. That investigation is ongoing. Also on November 30th, deputies responded to a burglary in the 2900 block at Norton Road. New home build in that area. There was numerous schools that were taken. Investigations.
And just so you're aware, there was a sexual assault down Lost Spray Lake last night.
I did see that the report was not all the way into that, so I didn't.
Yeah, apparently there was a lady that was down there ran around the lake, heard something in the weeds and ran around a second time around midnight and got sexually assaulted. So
I saw that all updated on the next meeting, but I didn't have all the details. Yes, I was.
Anything else for Deputy Atkins? Thank you. Okay, road department, Greg?
We set the flags at the cemeteries for Peace Across America.
Tell your Eagle story.
As we were setting the flags up at Oak Grove, Bald Eagle was circling around and watching us, make sure we were doing it right, I guess. So it was pretty neat to be honoring the veterans and having Bald Eagle fly over. We also did a lot of equipment maintenance, getting the snow gear ready to go, piles, salt boxes, set up a couple trucks just in case it snows. Hopefully it doesn't. We set a couple last minute headstones in case anybody wanted to visit those. And actually, I think somebody did go visit today because we through just to make sure everything looked okay in the cemetery. Somebody was at one of the spots, and then we also had one burial. That's it.
Thank you. Anything else for Greg?
I'd just like to thank the road crew. I got a complaint on some dumping that was dumped, and they went over and beyond what was expected of them, digging garbage and trash out of the ditch on Creamer Road. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
How many bags were there?
all in all, there was 9 bags of trash, a full, looked like an SUV car bumper, and then took out extra trash bags because there was stuff all over the creek. So we had to kind of wade into the creek on both sides of that bridge and pull stuff out and just get it taken care of. So
Thanks again.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you. So, Fire Department, Chief Whiting?
yeah, I think last meeting or 2 meetings ago, we had Trustee Sheets made a motion to approve plumbing services for 4,500 and that come in at 5,600. So I think we may need to.
4,600.
What's that?
Just up 100. 4,600.
Yeah, right.
I put the 43, that's what I had in my notes.
Thought it was 45 and went to 46.
That's what.
Yeah, so it's 46.
Yeah. So I had the 43 in my notes.
Is it was a 43?
It's 46.
It's 46 what we owe, so.
No, to
Just what
start.
The motion I made not to exceed 4,500.
Right.
Oh, no more than 43? Okay,
But I just meant the total bill is 46.
Yeah.
right. So I think,
I had the motion as being 43 in my notes.
okay, so we need to amend that motion then, I believe.
I will amend that motion not to exceed 4,600.
I'll second that. Roll call.
Trustee Sheets,
Yes.
Trustee Hunter,
Yes.
and Trustee Good. And I just got that tonight, so it's not in the checks for tonight, but because it's a fairly decent amount and holidays, whatever, I'm gonna do a check and we'll drop it off tomorrow so we can get those people paid rather than waiting another 2 weeks.
Apparatus wise, engine two still Prairie, tanker 231, we had to repair a number of air leaks and I think it has to go back for some other issues to be looked at. It's gonna have to go to the shop for that. We haven't scheduled that yet. Staffing issue, resignation, Wyatt Kistler resigned.
I will make resolution 58 to accept the resignation of part-time firefighter Wyatt Hisler. Do I have a second? Second. Roll call?
Trustee Sheets,
Yes.
Trustee Hunter,
Yes.
Trustee Good.
Yes.
We have another full-time firefighter that's gonna take a lateral to another fire department.
Who's that?
It'll be Adam Lake. And then, that's gonna be in January, probably about the middle of January. He agreed to stay through the holidays. And then we're hiring two new part-time people, Tyler Carter and Alexander Hammond as part-time firefighters.
I'll make resolution 59 to hire Tyler Carter as part-time firefighter. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets, Trustee Hunter,
Yes.
Trustee Good.
Yes. I'll make resolution 60 to hire Alexander Hammond as part-time firefighter. Do I have a second? Second. Roll call?
Trustee Sheets,
Yes.
Trustee Hunter,
Yes.
Trustee Good.
Yes.
Training wise, paramedic schools on point. Station, we have, still have an issue with, our front bay doors. Thompson's ordering parts to put an antenna out front, but hopefully that'll resolve our issue. The pancake breakfast was a success with many positive comments from the community. Levy update, we completed the paperwork. We got everything back from the county. You have the resolution in front of you for tonight. And then once we make that resolutions, everything's signed, that'll go to the Board of Elections this week.
I'll make resolution number 61, a resolution declaring intent to proceed with the election on the question of an additional tax in the excess of the 10 mil limitation. A second?
I'll second. Roll call?
Trustee Sheets,
Yes.
Trustee Hunter,
Yes.
Trustee Good.
Yes.
Met with Grove City Communications on AVL dispatching, which is close as vehicle goes, and we've had some preliminary talks on that. We met with today with Jackson and Prairie, and we all met. And we decided, as of right now, we're going to keep things as is. We feel everybody's covering their districts appropriately, and we don't need to go to closest companies because we're covering. Seems to be working out okay. We had
Have we sold anything to them yet?
Prairie. Well, we're waiting on their chief to pay up. He still owes us. So
He needs a bill.
he needs a bill.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get him a bill. So
What did we sell?
our medic, our old medic.
Yeah,
I don't remember discussing selling it.
Yeah, that's been a while ago. That's been a while ago.
What did we sell it for?
$49.95, I believe, is what our total was. So I will get an invoice and send to him, Randy. So,
Okay.
$49.95?
Yes, yes.
49,
$4,995.
Don't even bother.
We can go and even. I think that's probably, because I forget how we come up, but it was like, it was right around 5. So
I don't
I think it
remember
was 5.
approving.
Well, we talked, well, that, I don't know if you guys approved it or not. We talked about a couple meetings. But well, maybe we,
I remember them talking, I don't know if we ever had formal action.
I don't think we never.
I don't think there was ever a resolution to do it.
We never made a resolution. So I guess my request is to sell that extra medical credit. They've been using it for probably the last 9 months or so.
They just got some work done on it, because I just paid the
Yeah.
bill.
They've been maintaining it and we haven't had a need for it. Since we got our new medic and our other medic is a good medic.
Where did we come up with that figure?
Just looking at comparables online, we looked at comparables, other vehicles of that age and mileage online. That's where we come up with that figure.
So are we good with that amount?
It's already a done deal.
They've been wanting it, so, we have, we got a good backup medic. And they've been using it. It's, to me, I don't think there's any benefit for us to keep it and maintain it because they
Well, I
need
agree
it.
there.
Yeah. They
It
need
just
it.
seems like it's awful cheap.
The last truck we sold didn't even have a box on it. We got over $8,000 for it.
Yeah.
With no box.
I was looking at comparables online, so, and I thought they're one of our partners, so I wasn't gonna try and make a whole lot of money off of it. I mean, because we reciprocate so much for things.
So is that a fair price when you were looking online?
I think that's a
Was that
fair price, yeah.
equal to what you saw?
I think that's fair, yes, and equal, yeah. Could we get more? Maybe if we go out on the open market and try and sell it, maybe. And if you'd like me to wait and do some more research and see and come back to you, we can do that. It's up to you guys. I just thought that was a reasonable price and,
I personally think it sounds cheap, but
well, why don't we hold off, then I'll look. I'll reevaluate and go from there.
How about bring us, like where,
Okay,
like the comparisons you saw?
yep. I will
Bring
do
that to us.
Yep. And then other than that, we've had some number of donation of toys and thank yous from the community. That's all we have.
The dispatching, I mean,
All on, still working on that. Pete's got the contract for the dispatching.
okay,
And I'm waiting to hear back from Fairfield Township. So they were sending a letter to Jefferson to get a finalized date. They were under contract till 2025, but they wanted to change immediately. So we're looking at sometime in January, 1st of February, I'm guessing. I'm still waiting to hear back from Wayne. I called Wayne today and hadn't heard from him, their trustees from there. But they were sending a letter to Jefferson, letting them know that they were done with that contract because Jefferson didn't fulfill their contract according to them.
you'll be talking to Pete before Friday. over this.
Yeah, yes, yeah,
Would you just remind him about Friday?
yes, I will, yes,
Okay.
yeah. I'll
Since
shoot him
it's
an
been
email because I just was emailing him today too, so,
Okay,
yeah, and that's at 10 o'clock, right?
yes.
Yes, okay, Yep.
Since it's been a while, I thought it might not
yeah.
hurt to remind.
Well, the good thing is he responds right away when I email him, so, which is good, so, because he's reviewed everything that I've submitted for the levy and all that stuff, and he's gotten right back with me, so I will, yes, so. And that's it, that's all I have.
Okay. Anything else, Chief? Thank you. Hey, old business. I don't know if we really settled that mosquito contract, but I talked to them and that increase was not for 3 years, it was for 1 year. So for this year, we paid $9,268.61. And next year, the increase would be $36,499.51, an increase of $27,230.90, which seems unreal to me.
I agree, that's not, but then what do we do?
Either discontinue service or shop it.
Yeah, I mean,
If we're asking for 11, we certainly can't spend that kind of money on mosquitoes.
I agree. Even if we weren't asking for 11,
Yeah.
I'd have trouble spending that on.
That kind of an increase,
Yeah.
one year to the next.
Do you have,
At $36,000.
yeah, an increase of over 27,000?
Well, chemical, I know.
Yeah, really give us a
everything's
good explanation.
It's not going up that much.
1,000% increase or something. I don't even know the
That's
number.
crazy.
It's a lot.
Have you heard of any other place?
Is that?
Do you know any other townships that don't go through the Board of Health?
It'd be interesting to see who is going to leave Franklin County Board of Health because of
Right.
this. I mean, I can't imagine everybody can afford that.
Right. And that's locking yourself into 3 years. That's $100,000 more.
Pardon the interruption, did they give any listing of why and how much each category goes up?
It's just a contract with an increase of that.
And they didn't, I don't feel like we really got a good explanation of why. It was just, here's what it is. I mean, they told us it was gonna be a very large increase, that exceeds and very large in my opinion.
What would it be useful just to put a unit on the back of it, pick something?
You probably have had
I-
all kinds of permits.
I think you have
Yeah.
license to
Like, I mean, why couldn't you just call like the mosquito, the pink trucks that all go through all the neighborhoods anyway, that people are hiring and see what they would call, I mean, I can't imagine they would come up with a number like that. All my neighbors have their stuff sprayed. They go out with hand blowers, blow the chemical in the trees and the backwoods, and we didn't do anything, and I didn't notice mosquitoes
I was gonna
being
say, I
that
have-
bad at all. So
Years,
Yeah.
yes, mosquitoes being a problem.
we had a lot of damp weather, and usually in the summer when it's,
I don't live in a neighborhood, so I'm sure they don't really spray out where I'm at.
I didn't notice anything.
I truly don't see spending that kind of money.
I don't think ever either.
But at least call a few other places and say,
When Robert's back, could you have him check into that and see
Yeah.
what's available?
yeah,
Maybe we could partner up with some other townships that are not doing this.
Or just be able to call on an as needed basis, have something, I don't know.
yeah, I mean, how many sprays a year is that? Were they increasing the number of
It was
treatments?
as needed, wasn't it?
I think so. I mean,
They set
as they get
traps out. They
complaints,
set those traps out. And
and you have to get all or none. You can't just get a little part of
Yeah.
the contract.
Well, I know the county comes out and throws, I don't know what they're, like a little disc into like your sewer drains and your, not sewer, stormwater drains that's supposed to control.
I think that's part of that contract.
I don't know if that's the county doing that or if they're, I don't know which one that is. I've seen the truck go up, I think like one time this year, go through our neighborhood. I don't remember. I mean, it may have done more than that, but I only remember one time coming through. You definitely know what's coming. It's, loud and stinky and.
Yeah, no, I've never seen.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, it's not like it hits the neighborhood multiple times. I agree. I've seen it
I
once.
saw it one time
Yeah,
last
and
year.
that's it.
I would think that, like I said, that, what are they, the mosquito guys or whatever, they have the pink and black trucks. That Regal has, they come out and they,
Yeah.
it smells like cologne almost. And both of my neighbors all have theirs sprayed. I didn't know some.
Like private.
Yeah, I get mine sprayed too.
Like a private contractor?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Well, people already hiring their own anyway.
Yeah.
Is that a ramp test? They throw in?
I think he's probably, you can buy like little discs, they
It's
almost,
like little tablets that.
yeah,
that
it's,
throw down in the.
you can buy them like at the store to put in ponds or whatever it's supposed to
I think that is.
kill, I
part
think,
of
mosquito larvae or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
Floodwater nuisance and spraying.
It kind of looks like shredded up. It's hard, but it's
Yeah, it's like a little,
yeah.
like little discs.
Yeah.
I just seen them throw them in we got one in our front yard, a stormwater drain, and I seen them go by there. Throw it in there.
Mm.
In fact, you can buy them at Home Depot and Lowe's too, I think.
I've heard.
Yeah, you can buy them, right?
And I don't know if you have to have some kind of pesticide license for that.
Not for those. I mean, you can buy, anybody can buy those biscuits, like a lot of stores carry them, probably like even Myers probably carrying them. Like in their lawn and garden stuff.
That seems like an outrageous number. I mean, we got Orkin come here, you know, that's, I mean, I know they do, they have Orkin and they have, critter control and that too. Maybe they do something that you could get a comparison and say, well, would you? I don't know if they even do it, but
I think we have
It's
to
worth checking
make a
out.
decision like right now on the county thing, right?
Well, when I talked to him, it sounded like if you wanted to do it,
Okay.
they'd still take you.
I'm-
If any of our residents have any thoughts, ideas, give us a call. But I can't see justifying that much of an increase.
You're looking over 100,000, 3 years.
Yeah,
And it really doesn't even tell what they do, how many times they do it. Do they hit every road in the township? It doesn't.
I think
No.
it's on like a,
they put those little traps out and if they get so many
Hit,
mosquitoes in there, what kind of mosquitoes are they?
West
The
Nile,
West Nile.
then they'll come out
Then
and
they'll,
spray.
yeah,
so what if you don't get any and we still pay 30,000 a year?
right.
I bet.
Yep.
There were parts of the
But there's
township.
something
they-
else. There's something going on there.
Okay, we'll move on to new business. We received a request to act upon a resolution to nominate a representative to serve on the Solid Waste Authority of Central Ohio, Swaco Board of Trustees. Ron Grossman, fiscal officer for Jackson Township, has served as the FCTA representative and is the only FCTA member who has formally expressed an interest in serving the upcoming term. As explained at the November 16th FCTA dinner meeting with Franklin County engineers, SWACO requires 2/3 of the townships to vote and pass a resolution. Although Ron Grossman is the only candidate voting is still required. And if you have not already, please send your townships acted upon recorded resolution to me by Friday, December 29th, from Chet Cheney, Franklin County Township Association. So I will make resolution 62 approving the nomination of Ron Grossman as a representative of the Franklin County Townships on the SWACO Board of Trustees.
I'll second that.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets?
Yes.
Trustee Hunter?
Yes.
Trustee Good.
Yes.
I forgot to ask, I guess there's no discussion. We all agree, so we voted. Okay, then we have the renewal for the 2024 HRA and Wellness renewal with Burnham and Flowers. We had an email to that effect. So, and I printed it off. So that needs to be, form needs to be signed. I will make resolution 63 to approve the 2024 HRA and Wellness renewal with Burnham and Flowers. Do I have a second?
Let's hold on here just a minute. What if we happen to change it? Will we still need them?
We've got this plan through the middle of the year.
Yes.
So if we don't renew it, and I don't know about cancellation, but if we don't renew it now, we won't have anything from January through.
Okay.
So
Well,
I believe I read.
Well, and I
till
think-
December.
well, and I,
is our HRA dates are different than our,
Okay.
yeah, that's for like where we do the medical reimbursement.
yeah,
And that Burnham and Flower handles that, so it wouldn't really matter what insurance company you were with, unless you just change the figures. If the figures got adjusted, that's what's on there,
Okay.
which they just were last year anyway,
we
so.
did that
Or
last
this year.
year. They made that rollover work. So hopefully they'll be able to again, but I don't know that we have. Just because it's January to December.
Okay.
So I would assume if we went with a different insurance carrier and we didn't use an HRA account, we just don't use that,
Right.
even though we.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll ever be able to get away from an HRA just because of
Cost.
the cost, but it's really probably our only option for right now.
I just wanted to discuss that. for a
Yeah,
moment.
for sure.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Henner.
Yes.
Trustee Good.
Yes.
Then I'll make resolution 64, retaining Pete Griggs of Brochus, Johnson and Griggs LLC and the law firm of Brochus, Johnson and Griggs LLC, and are hereby employed on an annual basis for calendar year 2024 as Township's legal counsel to represent the township and its officers, boards, and commissions in their official capacity, and to advise them in connections with such matters as may be referred to said council by or on behalf of the board or its designees. Should we read that whole resolution? Because you have to input like what we budgeted.
Yeah, I don't know that you have to read the whole resolution itself, but you probably should say what the rates are. Yeah, that's the letter. It'll tell you what their
That'll
rates
be
are.
easier than digging through my page.
Mhm.
Okay.
I wanted to say it was 225 an hour, but I won't swear to it.
I was going to see
And different rates for different people.
if it's worded different in here. Okay, the compensation for such counsel during 2024 shall be paid as follows. $225 per hour partner attorney time, and that is no increase. $2,005 per hour senior associate time. 205. I don't think any of these are an increase.
Yeah, I think I don't think they've
Same as
increased them.
$180 per hour associate time, $120 per hour for law clerk time, and $105 per hour legal assistant time, plus out-of-pocket expenses, reimbursements, provided that the total compensation shall not exceed how much? Should I say for that?
I think we usually do it at 20,000, but we never even come close to that.
Shall not exceed 20,000 without further action of this board. Do I have a second?
Second that.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets, trustee Hunter,
Yes.
trustee Good.
Yes.
Get caught up on mine. Okay. Right, and announcements, the wreaths across America. The wreaths are here and ready for placement this Saturday, December 17th, 2023 at noon, Oak Grove Cemetery. Yes, I'm sorry, the 16th. Thank you to Township resident and veteran herself, Carrie Cole, for organizing this project for our cemetery. There are enough wreaths to also do Ebenezer and Gundy. A big thanks to our road department, Robert Bausch, Greg Geiger, and Rick Haig for placing the marker flags for the event and keeping the grand total. Everyone is welcome and encouraged to come be part of this ceremony. Everyone is invited to place a wreath on a veteran's grave. And if you have you didn't have to purchase one. If you have a loved one you want to honor them and put the wreath on, we will have the wreath there and you are welcome to do that. Everyone is invited to be there and there is a little ceremony to start. Any other announcements? Hey, Paula?
Okay, before I forget, I need a resolution to transfer $10,000 from the regular checking account to the medical reimbursement account.
I'll make resolution 65 to transfer $10,000 from the general fund to the medical fund for reimbursement. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets, trustee Hunter,
Yes.
trustee Good.
Yes.
And I would like a authorization to amend appropriations and send that information to the county.
Make resolution 66 to authorize Paula to
Amend the appropriations.
amend the appropriations, send to the county. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets,
Yes.
trustee Hunter,
Yes.
trustee Good.
Yes.
Okay. I received, it was just in the mail that I picked up last night. Aetna is requiring us to fill out a, let me see here, what do they call it? An employer verification form for groups that are insured. So it is, I haven't really had a chance to look at it, but it's just basically asking for a census of our current employees, what coverage they have, that kind of thing. So I'll be filling that out and sending that in. Received notification from the Franklin County Township Association that they're having their annual meeting on Thursday, January the 18th. Received information from Emergency Management on, they have webinars on cybersecurity training for local governments. It's free training opportunities. I had forwarded you information from the county on that hazard mitigation plan status meeting. Information, just updates from Franklin County Board of Elections on their regular meetings. Just a newsletter from Morpsey, several newsletters from the State Township Association, news and updates, education and events. Ohio Deferred Compensation, just a newsletter. Bureau of Worker Comp is asking for a summary of work-related injuries and illnesses. And so I had sent an email out to the road superintendent and the fire chief. I think we had gotten some information on this about a year or so ago, and they're basically just asking for general information. Obviously, if they were worker comp claims, they would already have that.
So just so you know, I'm taking care of that for the road department and the fire department. I think the only, so any workers' comp claims that we had.
They should have all that. I think they're just asking for like
Right.
things that didn't rise to the level of worker comp is the way I understood it.
Well, on that perk form, we still have to put the ones that we have workers' comp claims.
Right, yeah.
So if you have that information, if you could forward that to me, that'd be great.
Okay. Worker comp, December BWC employer update webinar. From the Ohio Township Association, they had was doing a survey on zoning. So when I logged in to do that, it simply just asked the name of the township, the county, and if the population was less than 10,000 and who did our zoning. As soon as I put in county, then it was done with wanting anything from me. So I did that. Got some information from SWACO on recycling information, additional information, campaign expands on food storage guides, and also just a news type letter about green your holidays, reduce waste and recycle. And there was information that it came in about different recycling locations. Just a newsletter from Sedgwick, OSHA and PERP record keeping training. Burnham and Flower update just on contact information, and just kind of a newsletter from community leasing where we have the loan on the truck. It's just kind of a newsletter type thing. Nothing about the loan, and that's everything I have.
On that, the new MCO, that Minuteman does, they do it for.
Please.
I haven't gotten anything from them on that.
Okay, well, we don't do it until the beginning of the year.
It's due February 1st.
Yeah,
So,
so
yeah.
it's, it'll be for all of 23. So they told me when we signed up with them that they would handle doing that.
Okay.
Obviously, we'll want copies of it
Okay.
for our records, but yeah, they said that.
Better.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had just gotten then a preliminary thing from BWC telling us to get ready to file it.
So I will confirm that with Kim again tomorrow, that they're handling that, and obviously we want copies, you know, for our records, but.
Okay. Everything I have.
And the hazard mitigation plan, I got on a conference call with them. They talked about the overall plan for the county, and we had submitted everything we needed to, and they'll just periodically do updates, conference call updates. So on that.
Okay, that's all I have.
Our next meeting will be the day after Christmas. Then the following meeting will be January 9th. That's normally when we do the reorg. I'll be gone then. Do we want to alter our dates, or
I think so.
do we want any suggestions?
Oops.
How about the second?
Do the second.
That's a Tuesday, right?
We'll cancel the 26th and do the, or keep the 26th meeting as
Yes.
normal. And just move the,
The 9th to the second.
okay, is that good with everybody?
Okay. All right, since it's,
I won't give
I
you very
won't-
much time to get bills.
yeah, I probably have time to do bills, then we could go ahead and do the reorg and everything, and then just when I get the bills done.
It's okay.
I mean, I can try to do them for them, but with the holidays, and I don't know that we would have that many bills coming in anyways.
So I can drop them off to you whenever I
Oh.
get them.
Well, no, I can pick them up. It's just, you just let me know when they're here, but, yeah,
'Cause Ed will be gone the week after I am.
okay.
I'll be gone the week of the 7th and you're
Okay.
gonna be.
Well, like I said, we can go ahead and meet on the second and do all the reorg stuff and everything. And, if I don't have them ready for that meeting, I could get them that week and you could just,
Outline, sign.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine. Just remind
The
me.
meeting at the 9th will be canceled.
Okay.
We'd have to have a special meeting to approve the expenditures. So we couldn't approve them on the second without even knowing what they were.
Yeah.
Wondering, should we just not have the meeting on the 9th and would that be too much time or would things start being late if we waited till the 16th, between the 26th and the 16th? I mean, I'm here, so it doesn't matter. I can.
Okay, well, why don't we,
Talking about having a meeting on the 2nd.
Right, but then that's only like a couple business days to even get bills in.
okay, well, why don't we have the reorg meeting on the second? And then, if we need to call a special to do the bills, we can do that. And like I said, I may be able to get, there probably won't be that many come in between because of Christmas and New Year's and all that anyways. So as long as I can get them done, so we can just play it by ear.
Okay, we'll do that.
Mhm.
Because if I'm not here, you can still call a special. If you're not here, then
We'll get it done.
okay.
Reorganize second, right?
At 7.
So
And we're still doing the one on the 26th, right? Okay.
And are we canceling the one on the 9th or you still want to have that? And then I won't be here, but you guys
you
can,
could do that.
then if you have the bill,
Oh, okay. Well, we could do that. So we're just gonna actually,
okay, we'll have a special.
and that way
meeting.
we're still keeping our regular
Yeah.
scheduled on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
second and the,
We'll just call a special meeting for the
for
second.
the reorg.
Reorganization.
Okay, that works.
That's far better plan.
Okay. So that'll be one of our announcements for the special meeting. Special meeting, January 2nd, 2024 at 7:00 for
The reorganization. Okay.
and that was my motion. So do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call.
Trustee Sheets,
Yes.
trustee Hunter,
Yes.
trustee Good.
Okay. Yeah, you did that last meeting. I would guess. Go ahead. You should have that.
Okay, we'll also be calling a special meeting on Friday, December 15th at 10 a.m. Legal purposes.
We made a motion for that at the last meeting. I'm pretty sure. You have to check.
Nancy.
On the 15th, Nance, I don't think we need that on the board, do we? But the second, we want to put on the board.
Yes.
Okay.
When I did the meeting highlight. I just thought I saw it today.
I don't remember you making a special for this Friday. I think you did one for, you had another special.
For the negotiation.
Yeah. I think that would, you may have talked about it, but I don't know. if you
Okay.
Made a motion to do it.
Well, I'll make a motion for a special meeting on Friday, December 15th at 10 a.m. for legal purposes.
I'll second that.
And then,
Roll call?
just a minute, if you're going into like executive session or something, you may want to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be an executive session.
All right, and then,
Statewide.
You don't have to until you go in.
No, you have to when you announce it.
I don't have that. I don't know which one. 121.22G.
Well, no, you have to just say what it's for.
Purpose of mediation.
Purpose.
is to go into executive session with legal.
Yes.
Didn't I say
For the mediation.
I don't know, I guess.
I was only listening to part of it.
Okay. When you're announcing a special, you just have to say the reason you're having it. So you're having a special to go into executive session with legal, right?
I'll still second that.
I just don't want to be accused of anything later.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Hunter,
Yes.
trustee Good.
Yeah.
Well, you're saying what the reason is. You're going to an executive session with legal.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else?
I have nothing.
Then I move to go in executive session according to the Ohio Revised Code, section 121.22 G1 for the purpose of negotiations. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Trustee Sheets,
Yes.
trustee Hunter,
Yes.
trustee Good.
Yes.